On the outskirts of Bavaria, there was a small town where lived a farmer. Isaiah. He lived with his family of his wife, Elizabeth, and his mother in a small house near the fields he'd work. They had 2 beautiful children, a boy named Samuel and a daughter Mary. Samuel would help his father in the fields as he was growing up. His father Isaiah was very careful in his upbringing. As time went by and Isaiah worked harder every day, he made quite some wealth. He saved every penny he could by eating only twice a day, never buying new clothes, and didn't really have anything nice to sleep on in his house. He saved his wealth in a local bank so he can use it in a time of desperate need. Little did he know that saving away your wealth and not taking its advantage while you have it is never rewarding. Time went by and he saved quite a lot of money locked away at the bank. He told no one about it except this mother. One day he was working in the cornfields and another farmer, who he had known for a long time, mentioned that the bank is going corrupt, it might be taking away small unnoticeable amounts of money. He instantly got rattled when he heard this rumor and got worried about his money being stolen. He couldn't tell the fellow farmer the reason for his worry, but it got in his nerves so much he made an excuse that he was not feeling well and had to go back home. He left the field and rushed to the bank and asked for a total withdrawal. Looking at the rush and worried tone of Isaiah's voice, the bank gave him all of his money. He got back home, counted his money, and as soon as it was midnight, he secretly left the house and went to the nearby forest. He was so desperate to save his wealth that he found a rather untouched spot and dug a hole and hid all of his life saving in there. He was quite relieved that now, no one can steal his wealth whatsoever. He would wake up every night, go to the forest to count his money. One night his mother found out about this unusual coming and going at the night, and when she investigated, she got worried about how this wealth was keeping him awake at night. She decided to teach him a lesson. As she told him, "Son, I know you have worked very hard all of your life for this wealth, and saving it in the times of crisis is a good idea, but money is supposed to make your life easier. It should not keep you awake at night like this. Your health is deteriorating, and if your wealth cannot make you better, there is no use of keeping metals coins." Drunk with the idea of getting rich, Isaiah never paid attention to the wisdom of his mother. But he got skeptical of other people finding out by picking his night trail. He decided to visit his hidden treasure twice a week. Days went by, and his mother got sick, and the treatment was not making her any better, and she needed a doctor who lived in another town. One day she got sick and the money he had to spend in the house was all consumed. As he loved his mother, he instantly thought of taking a piece from his buried savings. He rushed to the forest and started digging the place. He started to lose his control when there was nothing in the hole he'd dug. He started rattling and looked everywhere, but it was nowhere to be found. Worried about his mother's health and his lifelong efforts just vanishing, he ran back home and saw his mother taking her last breaths. He sensed what had happened and called him near her and said, "Son, I told you not to give control over to money. It's you who should be in charge of material things. You never enjoyed your life and kept your wealth to spend in the time of need, and when the time came. And now when you need it the most, it's gone, like the time of your life which you spent gathering it." As he took her final breaths,